What's up, weebs? Welcome back to Anime Lane, the podcast where we take you down the yellow brick road of anime and have a look at everything it has to offer. As always, I am your host, Notorious, and joining me once again today is Shaun.
Hey, yeah.
I'm Melina.
Woo.
I think I finally found the rhythm for it. I think that's...
Fuck yeah.
I've got a pace where it's not too quick, not too slow.
Season 2.
Yes, season 2, we're getting in the rhythm.
Yeah, we can start just putting it, on a loop thing. You just press a button. And
Yeah, you don't have to say it
I don't know why you
anymore.
didn't do that from the start.
Yeah, I think it would lose something of like getting into the episode if I didn't like open with
we
it.
wouldn't have a good starting point.
No, exactly.
And it would feel less real.
Yeah, it's artificial.
We might as well be using AI at that
Yeah.
point.
Join us.
So today's not like, again, one of our episodes where we're not talking about anything in particular. What I do have is a list in front of me that Shaun has put together. This is
I tried my best.
so I guess how to explain this. When it comes to anime, obviously you have all the English titles, which if you're not a sad basement dwelling weeb, you're going to use the English title. I'm calling a lot of fucking people out on there.
Oh yeah,
right away.
That is our audience.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
We do not
Look,
condone
if they're
this
watching
language.
it, they know that I use the English title, and I think it's a bit fucking weird if you're using the Japanese one. Like if you're
Actually, it's called.
It's-
if you're calling My Hero Academia Boku no Hero Academia, die.
That's the one I always hear that's the most like egregious.
I hate it. I hate
Because
it.
like, it's the same fucking thing.
It is the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
You're adding an extra word there that you don't really need.
Yeah, it's like, it's also like, I think it's Attack on Titan.
Shinjeki no Kyojin, yeah.
Yeah, there's people that only refer to it as that, and I'm like,
Yeah,
no.
my ex, who I was with when I was getting into anime, yeah, she referred to it as SNK, and I'm like,
is this why she's your ex?
no, many other reasons, which
part of the larger problem.
yeah.
It was the final drop. I can't fucking do that.
Okay, that's the final straw.
So
She also skipped openings.
I think she did actually.
Okay, no, we're not opening that can of worms. This is a joke only.
So yeah, you have that. So, but what you have in the Japanese is you have the Romaji transliterated title, which is the Japanese rendered in English. So we've been referencing Boku no Hero Academia, Shinjeki no Kyojin. That's what those are.
Yeah, I was looking at English approximation. Is like
Yeah,
sort of way to
Like
understand
a
it.
phonetical English.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
basically.
Yeah.
Most of what we have here in front of us is missing like accents, which is fine because there's ways of rendering English that you don't need them.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. They'd actually just confuse me because I
Okay,
don't
cool.
know how to pronounce half the accents. Because accents
Right,
are
it's not
I
as common in English.
no,
are they?
but
No.
it's funny because like in different languages and depending which language you're referencing, certain ones can mean
different.
different
things, yeah.
pronunciations. So yeah, what I have in front of me here is the Japanese titles, let's call it, of a bunch of like 15. I think you said you've
Yeah,
said.
I put 15. If we do this again, I'll add more.
So I have to now try and guess what all of these are, and I'll be honest, I'm not seeing any that I don't recognize.
Shit.
Oh shit!
So the first one
Not
we
even
have.
the really long one I put in to try and trip you up.
No.
Fuck.
So the first one we have is Akiba Meido Senso, which
Yeah,
is Akiba Maid Wars.
I want to state, by the way, I put together this list. I'm not pronouncing any of these. Because
No,
you know how
I'm
I
going to read
pronounce.
them because I'd rather kill myself than hear Shaun pronounce half of them.
If
No,
you've
but that's the
listened-
fun. That's
No,
part
it's
of
No,
the fun.
it's not.
It's
You want me
not.
to say Akiba Meidu Senso?
Akiba Meido Senso.
Yeah.
Nah.
So that's Akiba Maid Wars.
Yeah, I've got the
Or
answers
Maid
here. You're
War.
right about that one. Because
Yeah.
that's obvious.
It's very obvious.
yeah. Okay.
The second one is Ryuto Sobakasu no Hime, which is Belle.
Why is that bell? It's so
Yeah.
long.
It's the dragon and the freckled princess.
Oh, actually, we kind of mentioned that.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think we went over it.
Yeah.
And then third one is Uzaki-chan wo Osobitai, which is Uzaki-chan wants to hang out.
That one's infamous, so I had to
Yeah.
put it on because I know stories about that.
Yeah, I want to talk about it.
It's a good show. Like, people freaked out when it aired because, like, she's short. Uzaki-chan, the main character, is short,
But,
is busty. But she's in
Yeah.
Good for
college.
her.
She's like 19.
Yeah.
People freaked the fuck out and were like, why is she...
That's a child.
Yeah, they were like, that's a child. But she's not even drawn to like look like a child. I'd
No,
say.
Yeah.
no, she's very much like
An adult, but a
Yeah.
very short adult.
And it's also
with,
not like
pinups.
Ah.
also her appearance has like fucking nothing to do with the story.
Oh,
Like it's
wow,
just
that's-
like they're in college.
She just wants to hang out.
She just wants to hang out with like a person that she used to be in like swim club with
Aw.
back in high school.
Just a normal student.
Like that's what she looks like.
Yeah, that's very busty, but normal.
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah.
Like people are that short and that busty. I have known people like that.
Yeah.
My ex was like that.
Can we stop bringing her? She's gonna end up listening to this.
No, she won't. She's
Whoever
fucking.
you are,
She has blocked me.
Oh, cool.
which we'll talk about in this episode.
Maybe.
So the next one is Zero no Tsukaima, which is the familiar of Zero, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. I hated that show so much.
I'm glad I picked it
It's
there.
fucking awful.
Would you rate it 0?
No, I think I gave it like a 4. It's like 4 seasons long.
Christ.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I watched all 4 of them. They only got worse. The next one is Kanojo no Okurishimasu, which is Rent a Girlfriend. Which
That's a title, by the way.
yeah, he literally goes on an app and like you can buy like rent a person like hang out with you and like
I mean, that's
act
a
as like
thing.
your
Yeah,
girlfriend.
it's
Yeah.
a thing. Yeah.
It turns out the girl that he rents is his next door neighbor, and they also go to the same college.
Well, isn't that just a coinky dink?
Yeah, and so things get, weird. It's one of those series where I am invested in the drama, but every character could fucking die, and I would not care.
We're here for the drama.
It's that like
The
peak
tea.
trash, like
Oh,
peak
yes.
trash. I'd love to cover it on here because I'd be interested to see what you guys think because
Love
I remember you
I
talking about it
love
like
Yeah.
a while
TV.
ago.
Kazuma is like an irredeemable. I'm not saying the word I was going to use. I'd need to bleep myself if I did.
Were you going to use the big
I
word?
was going to use the big word.
Oh.
The big C word.
Oh no, not the big C.
Yes, I think in Japanese that's girlfriend, please.
Makes sense.
I think
Girlfriend,
Well, it gets the idea.
Yeah,
is like
yeah.
Goes up.
Masu is part of the.
mass is like
yeah.
just like a formal thing you add to like arigatou gozaimasu.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
It's just like a formal thing, whereas okurishimasu is I think it's no, because onegai is please, but it's like a formal like pleasantry of some
Yeah,
kind.
yeah.
I can't
Yeah, yeah.
remember which one in particular it
Japanese
is.
has like 15 variations of like what it's based on. Like
You
they're
can
in 10.
apologize in like 50 different ways and thank people in 15 different ways, and sometimes they're the same fucking word.
A beautiful language.
You can thank someone by saying sorry, and I don't fucking get it.
Sure.
Then we have Kimi no Soizo wo Tabitai. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that one correctly. That is I want to eat your pancreas.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what that. I'm assuming it. I think it might translate fairly literally.
It feels like it does.
Yeah, because Kimi no is like you.
What?
Tabitai is like I think a form of saying eat, or like the act of eating in some capacity.
I want to scran your inner.
Then the next one we have is Danaganani wo iteru ka wakaranai ken. Wait, I don't recognize this. I thought
Dissect it.
I thought this was is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon, but it's not.
That was actually, I was going to put it on there, but that's actually ended up on the plan to watch, so I wasn't sure if I was supposed to.
You could have.
Okay. I was tempted, but I didn't.
You
and
can put stuff in the Plan to Watch because like the Plan to Watch has just everything I own in it now.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
Danaganani
But I actually replaced that with this.
iru ka wakaranai.
It's going to end up that you haven't actually seen this, and I've been wrong.
I don't understand. Wakaranai means understand.
Yeah, you're right there.
I don't understand. Is it wife?
Understand.
No,
No.
you're getting it though.
I don't understand.
I don't understand.
Danaganai wo iteru.
You're getting there. You are getting
I
there.
don't understand.
This is a show, by the way.
Yeah, I know it's a show because it's got like an isekai title. Well, it's not an isekai title.
I know what you mean though.
Yeah.
That's why I picked it. It's not wife.
I don't understand what someone is saying.
It's the other one.
the other ones?
The male one.
Oh, I don't understand what my husband is saying.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that show.
Yeah. I saw it just from the title and I was like, oh, I gotta put that.
Yeah.
That's a title.
Yeah, that's one of those ones where I think like we talked about in Oshinoko's second episode. Like, you know those shows that come out and are just kind of there and you don't really like remember them afterwards? Like that's kind of what that
just
was.
time fillers.
Consume
Yeah.
and move on.
It's there in the perpetual gluttony of like seasonal anime.
Yeah.
There's a fly.
There's a fly going right around my mic.
It's on your mic.
Is it on my mic?
It's on your mic.
Fuck off.
It's quite warm today.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's June and it's 14. Oh, it's only 14, but it's warm in here.
It's a summer noon day.
Yeah. This house has got one of those things where it's like extra insulation on the outside, so it gets warmer. So I have the back door open to keep us cool. But yeah, so yeah, I don't understand what my husband is saying. I totally forgot about that show. Wow.
Well, I'm glad I could pull
don't
that
actually
in.
remember anything that fucking happens in it, but I can now see the poster in my
Well, I
head.
imagine it's a wife who can't understand what her husband is saying.
That would make sense.
Yeah, I think it's like a slice of life thing.
Or a husband who can't understand what his husband is saying, but I don't think they're
No,
that
it's
far
the
forward.
wife, I think.
Okay.
Aw.
Yeah, you know, it's
know.
Pride Month.
It could be. It could have been.
If only Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one is Kuroshitsuji, which is Black Butler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that any good, by the way? Because there was like...
It's not your type of thing.
Okay, cool. Because there was like
It's-
3 or 4 like season of shows.
Yeah,
or
it's
whatever
very
on
weird
my
because there
anime
were
list.
one season which is canon, the second season isn't, and then season 3 is, and the movie and OVEs are also canon.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna ask.
Yeah, it's weird. I kind of like it, but it's also like I'm not the target audience, so I don't know why I like it.
Okay.
It's very shoujo.
Ah.
It's about a young kid whose parents are murdered,
Batman?
I was about to. Mama?
and he gets like
Is it Alfred? Is he the Black Butler?
a butler who is like a demon, devil, something or other. He makes a contract with him, and then they investigate stuff. It's like set in Victorian England, and he's like a dog to the Queen or something. It's kind of it's a
Fairly
bit
Odd
odd.
Parents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But dark.
But
It's,
demons.
it's a little Batman-y, little you know. Yeah. Anyway, we'll move on to the next.
That actually
one.
sounds interesting.
It's,
though.
it's fairly interesting. I've been meaning to read the manga because it seems like the anime is kind of dead in the water at this point.
Big oof.
Yeah. So the next one is Yokuso Jitsu Ryoku Shijo Shugi no Kyoshitsu e. This is Classroom of the Elite.
Yes.
Yeah. You should have picked something I didn't watch like 2 weeks ago.
I didn't know you watched that 2 weeks
You can
ago.
sort it by date, by the way, and you can see the date I finished it.
I didn't know you could do that.
It's right there on the end of the column.
Not on my phone.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
he told you to
I told you to use the
browser.
desktop version.
I didn't. Because it was more convenient to do it on the phone. Because I needed to put it down on notes, remember? Actually, that would have been more convenient on deck. Fuck it. I made my choices.
My anime list is a bit of a travesty on the mobile browser
It really
version.
fucking
It
is.
I hate it. If
It's-
I'm using the browser version, I go to desktop.
It's like using a website from like the mid 2000s.
Oh, the actual browser version, desktop version, is the same, but it makes way more fucking sense.
But yeah, but like they tried to put it on a phone.
Oh
the
yeah,
phone
yeah.
version, and it
The
doesn't
app
work.
makes sense. The app's fine. But the app is harder to like obviously navigate and get titles for and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that.
So we just used the website.
Yeah, I think that's something like Welcome to the Classroom of the Elite. It's something to do with hell or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, cool.
The next one,
Long.
Sujo Kogeki ga Zentai Kogeki de Nikai Kogeki no Okasan wa Suki desu ka? This is do you
another
like your do you like your mother's 2-hit multi-target attack?
It's Do You Love Your Mom?
Do you
and
love? Okay.
Get it right. And her two-hit multi-target attacks. That is quite the title.
It is
And
quite
I
the
remember you
title.
talking about
Yeah.
it
We talked
recently.
about
This is
yeah.
the mama anime. Because no
Mother.
one's fucking saying that full title.
Absolutely not. No.
But it's a glorious title.
It is a glorious title. It's a very mid show.
Aw.
The next one is Miri to Majo no Hana. This is Miri and the Witch's Flower.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is a very unapologetic Ghibli ripoff.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was Ghibli
It's
when I looked at it.
extremely fucking mid.
Ah.
The next one is Seinen Joyu, which I saw on the list at first and thought I don't know what this is, but now that I'm saying it, it's Millennium Actress.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Seinen is Millennium and Joyu is actress.
I figured it was that, but you know.
Yeah. And the next one, you've picked one of my
course I
favorite
have.
mangas. Sono Bisque Doll wa Koi wo Suru. This is My Dress Up Darling.
All I know about the show is the girl's cute.
Yep.
Wow.
No, it's like a good show.
Or shallow. I hear it is really good.
Yeah,
It's very
we've talked
good.
about
Yeah.
it. It sounds good.
It's one of those ones where I'm like, I'm glad they went with that as an English translation because I don't think anyone knows what the fuck a bisque doll is nowadays.
No, I
No.
wouldn't. I don't know.
And I think in French it's something like My Sexy Dress Up Doll.
Oh,
Yikes! That's a different kind of anime.
Look at the
Yeah.
French to do that, of course.
Put your prejudice away for now.
No.
Yeah, no, My Dress Up Darling's good. I think there's a new volume of the manga out soon. I need it in my veins. Anyway, next one, Okami Kodomo no Ami to Yuki. This is Wolf Children.
Yeah. Which I actually got just from like the Japanese title because I know Akami means wolf because of the game.
The game. Yep. Kodomo is children, and Ami and Yuki are the main characters from the film. Kimi no Nawa, really?
Yeah.
One of my all-time favorites.
Of course, I had to.
Your Name. So there we go. That was very fast.
Yeah, I didn't expect it
Yeah.
to be that fast.
I thought you may have been able to pick like some that would have thrown me for a loop, but I'm
Well,
surprised.
I tried, but
recognised,
like again, it was hard to pick between ones I both known you had seen, so you could actually guess.
Yeah.
Ones that weren't too fucking hard, which I should have just leaned into,
Yeah.
and stuff that wasn't either so obvious I shouldn't have even bothered,
Yeah.
or it was just the same name.
Yeah, like if you put Kido Senshi Gundam on here, like that would have been.
Yeah, like there's so many of like either it's so obvious or it's just the same name, and I was
Yeah.
like, for fuck's sake.
Uh-huh.
I had to like find like a just sort of sweet spot
Yeah.
for like all 15 of these.
Yeah, I'm surprised I recognized some of them.
I mean, you've seen them around, I'm assuming.
I've seen all of these.
Yeah, exactly. Because do you do it by translation or just by memory?
Or
A bit of both.
bit of both, I think. Yeah. Like Danagani. Oh fuck. Danaganani wo iteru wa ka wa karanai ken. I done that kind of through translation and
Yeah.
kind of figuring out contextually.
Yeah.
Everything else is basically from memory.
I'll try harder next.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in there in particular that I had to like work out through.
To be fair, I knew some of them were very obvious. It's specifically the ones that had like names,
Yeah.
because it's the same.
Yeah, Uzaki-chan, like that's straight away. Zero is a character in
Yeah.
the show. I think there's also like a few in here that we've watched, so those were like
Yeah, I wanted to put some that's on like the podcast. So
they're also very easy for me to pick out as well. So yeah, no, I thought I would have struggled with some of these, but I think thankfully, like, 'cause it's one of those things where you
I didn't want you to struggle with everyone.
No,
as
no,
well,
but like
because
it's one of
that's
those
just
things
not
where
fun
it's
to
like,
listen
oh,
to.
I know what they mean because I can see them on my anime list and like I
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
recognize them through a bunch of different things where it's
yeah.
the poster or like the fact that the English title's right fucking there or blah blah blah, and then you're presented with them in this sort of context and you're like, oh no, what the fuck? But no, I'm surprised.
Yeah. This is only the beginner level.
Yeah, this is
Next
the-
time we do this, I will step up the game.
yeah, you're gonna make it really fucking difficult.
It's gonna be like 20-word long titles throughout.
Yeah, you're gonna go back to the like beginning of my list. You're gonna sort it by when I watched it, go as far back as fucking possible and throw
You
me
know
off. Because I think I don't understand what my husband is saying. Would have been like 2015. I think I watched that.
Christ.
So we're going back some time now.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to pull that from the fucking cobwebs. Soon. Yeah, I don't know where we go from there because I don't want to just have like a 20-minute episode where we do this.
Yeah, we kind of have a mini episode. So, is there anything you want to really talk
Uh,
about, just in the anime scene, or like?
I mean, from watching anime, you've learned Japanese, right?
Yeah.
Or is it more
A little bit.
Yeah, because we've talked about Duolingo before. You tried Japanese on Duolingo.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
I thought you had. Because
I might have mentioned that I was starting to try like something on Duolingo and you might getting your wires crossed.
could be, because like to me, learning a language with a whole different alphabet is fucked.
Yeah,
I
that's, no.
can't read Japanese.
No,
and
but
the,
I feel like that's the
kanji.
last
Kanji,
step
yeah.
ish.
It depends. For some people, it's the first, and for some people, it's the last. Like some people who learn it through like reading manga, because manga usually has furikana or whatever it's called, which is like you'll have the kanji, and then on the top you'll have like smaller ones that are like
that's what that
pronunciation
is.
guides.
Okay,
'Cause,
I have wondered what that is because I've seen like some manga with, like that sort of stuff.
It's basically because Japanese has got so many fucking characters, and like some of them are like archaic, some of them are old, some of them are not commonly in use. You'll have like a pronunciation guide, because obviously they'll either have multiple meanings or people just don't know what that character means, even in Japan. So you'll have like this is how this is pronounced above it, and yeah, so some people learn through that way, and then some people like me just watch so much fucking anime that at some point
It clicks.
the words start bleeding into your mind.
Yeah. I mean, that's always, it's fascinating to me because because you just kind of, language learning to me is something like, it's easiest done by just overflooding your brain. You just keep throwing the language at you again and again. And with like anime especially, it's even in like the anime culture, that's kind of what you do at all times. You just consume.
It's constant.
It's just a constant stream of it. So it's, to me, very fascinating.
It's sort
to
of
see
like
it.
people that like go like live in different countries for a bit and sort of learn the language like while they're there.
Yeah.
Because they're just exposed to it like constantly.
Yeah, I mean, they also have the cringe side of it, of course. But
Yeah. Like if I went to Japan, I could not string a sentence together to save myself because I don't understand the structure of it. Like I don't know how to pull everything together, because like wo, ka, wa, and to, like, well, no, I know what to means and I know what no means, but like wo, ka, and like wa and stuff like that you can see in the screen there, like those are just sort of things that you put in somewhere, but I don't fully understand the function of what they serve.
They're like filler. Not necessarily filler,
because they
with a
don't
meaning.
necessarily have
It's to trip you up.
Yeah, like they don't have like a necessarily direct translation. Like I can tell you what karanai means, I don't understand, but I couldn't tell you wo or ka mean anything in particular. But I can tell you no as like it can be no of no on of the sort of like
it's all based around context.
Yeah, it can function as like in Attack on Titan it's on, and let me see if I can pull any other one out of my mind.
It's okay. Take your time.
What ones do we have in here that has no, like, well, Classroom of the Elite?
Yeah.
No's in there, even though it's like a long fucking title.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it can serve a different purpose depending on the context. To is and. I think that's the only purpose that ever serves.
Okay.
But a bunch of the rest of it, like Kimi no Nawa, I know that's your name. I know Kimi is you, and Na is a weirdly shortened form of name because it's like Namai is name.
Oh, no.
I don't know how that, where the no and wa come out of.
They're just kind of chucked it.
Yeah.
They just think they're neat.
Yeah. Like weirdly enough, I meant to bring this up when we were talking about Oshinoko, but obviously that's like an untranslated title. It's like, brought over in the Japanese
I think
title.
it's the only thing we've watched so far that's untranslated.
Yeah, it's not common anymore to like just bring it over with the Japanese title unless it's like, you know, Akira or something like that. But that's because like it's a weird form of wordplay that I'm probably gonna fuck up explaining right here. Because
it's okay, we already forgive you.
Yeah, there's already like there's like kind of multiple interpretations of it. Like you can interpret it as my favorite idol because Oshi. You might have come across this from watching VTubers a lot recently, where Oshi is like your favorite, your all time.
Why'd you have to call out that I'm becoming this now?
Because that's like my only like bar of reference for the word.
Yeah. I've seen it a few times now.
Yeah, so Oshi is like your favorite. I don't know if it means favorite quite literally or if it has some other kind of meaning, but in this context it means favorite, like you stan that person.
Yeah. Oh,
I get it in the context of VTubers.
Yeah. And then ko is like children, Kodomo. It's shortened from Kodomo. So you can interpret as my favorite idol, or you can interpret as the children of my favorite idol, or some form of that. So there's like different layers of like what it's referring to. Is it referring to the kids? Is it referring to the fact that I was like a big idol that like you know,
you
so
can't really translate.
You can't really translate it. And I also think the idol of my favorite, the children of my favorite idol, or my favorite idol, just don't
Doesn't
have
work
the
in
same
English.
punch. No. I think it would lose something and wouldn't be as captivating to people the way it has been.
No, absolutely not.
It would be too meh of a title.
Yeah.
Like you want something strong
Yes.
Yeah.
there, and those translators.
No,
not
they're
cutting it.
very. It wouldn't. I think downplay what the story of Oshinoko is.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It would sound very standard and boring.
Exactly. You wouldn't like see if you saw a list of titles. I would gravitate towards like, oh, why is this title not translated?
Yeah.
That's weird. What is it?
Yeah, exactly. Like I think in a sea of everything is being translated now with a proper title, suddenly to have Oshinoko in there, you're like, well, that's what's interesting.
Yeah. I did wonder while I was watching, like, I don't know if it's ever likely they'll do like a dub for Oshinoko.
They are.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was like, are they going to have to like translate the title to something? Because I don't know if that's going to work.
No, they wouldn't need to translate the title because like no one ever says
Okay,
the
cool.
title of the show.
I didn't think so, but
Yeah, there's no episode preview, so it's not like they're saying, you know, oh, next time on Oshinoko. Yeah, no, the dub isn't very good.
Okay.
We shall stick with the stuff.
Yeah,
Cool.
I think the dub's only just started, so it's maybe only on episode 2.
I didn't realize it already started.
Yeah, I sent you a clip from it.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Why is my memory that's just the worst?
because my point out when I sent it to you was I'm listening to this and I don't feel like these voices are
The
actually
emotion wasn't
connected
there,
to the
yeah.
characters, and you pointed out that they lacked emotion, which is
Yeah, because it was like Mum 2
Mum 2.
was like saying something.
It was the scene where they like
make them think,
Dominator.
make her think they're gods.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
Why
a
did
better
you-
way. Why dominate?
Why would say it?
Why would you
phrase
say that word?
I
Michael,
didn't know how
sometimes
to
you
say
phrase
it.
stuff in the worst way possible. Are you doing it on purpose?
No,
my
I
man?
couldn't think how to say that.
They were pretending to be gods.
Yeah, they weren't dominating.
They were bullying their fake mom.
Exactly. You strange
Anyway,
child.
anyway. Bonk.
Can't move on now,
No,
can you?
no, you're stuck.
Oshinoko.
Oshinoko, yeah, but that scene just didn't sound very good in the
It
English.
really
dub.
didn't. We should send you the clip.
Yeah, I'll send
Yeah.
you the link. I'll need to dive through our our video channel for that.
There's so many
So many
clips
videos,
now.
so much fucking VTuber clips.
Why have I become this?
I guess this is the space to bring it up. Actually,
Yeah, let's talk about it. This is therapy. Let's talk. So
This is my intervention.
yes, this
With
is
one
both
of, one of
y'all's
them encouraging
intervention.
me.
yeah.
You have the
Look,
devil
you gotta
and the
give
angel
me
on
it
your
to
shoulder.
put in the title. Like, I need the clickbait.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Okay, so I'll
What happened?
Yeah, so what is a VTuber? Let's start.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Let's go right in.
Let's go. Start at
Okay,
the beginning.
so-
This could be a multi-ep sort of thing.
Right. How do you explain a VTuber?
What does the V stand for?
Virtual.
There you go.
Virtual
So-
tuber.
virtual
So think
tuber.
of it, in my head, I've sort of been thinking about, imagine like idols,
Yeah, that's essentially where this comes from.
but just, digital.
Which is why they're always
virtual.
like, oh no, we're say-so, we gotta be family
Yeah.
friendly, and it's like,
It's very much the idol industry, but like
Yes.
online
uh-huh.
is the way, like the best way to describe it.
Yeah, so voice, I guess we'll call them voice actors.
Yeah, because
Which,
like,
to break the illusion and lore for a second, which is not,
You're
it's
not supposed to
it's
do
not
that.
it's kind of seen as being a bit of an asshole to do that in
Yeah,
that sense.
yeah.
Like, you're not really meant to talk about it's an open secret who they are half the time.
yeah, because like they're technically. Are they technically playing characters, or are they just straight up playing like characters? As, like, or is that the best way to describe it?
They're meant to be that character. You're not meant to know who's behind the character.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the English side, at least,
We know.
at
Or
least.
it's easy to like find out. 'cause
Yeah.
I know, especially who won. I don't know if I actually
We
want to
can't.
talk.
We shouldn't talk about it.
Okay, so we can't actually say names. I know one.
Yes.
Which is you've actually like.
It's the
talked
very
about.
obvious one, because out of all of the inside, it's they're very much the most active still as their normal
So,
self.
okay, cool. That leads me into like the other one that like I think I know now, which is the one that is my favorite.
Yeah, I've been meaning to bring up who that is.
Yeah.
If you know the OK Boomer song, you know who it is.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this off
We're
mic.
speaking in riddles, but
Yes.
like we kind of
Yes.
have to. At
Yeah,
this
it's just to be respectful to them, because who knows, maybe we can get some of them to talk about stuff in the future.
God, I wish.
I wish.
Tag him.
Hey Kelly, you want to come on a fucking podcast and talk about JoJo?
Gura, you fucking gremlin, get over here. And that's how you catch a shark.
That's how you catch shark. Aerodynamics. Hydrodynamics. Anyway,
We're sorry.
so
I
yeah,
just want to
it's-
say you both look so embarrassed.
I'm not. I'm
I'm
just
trying to get past the embarrassment.
I find this hilarious.
It's because for years I've been the one that's been like, you're disgusting.
Yeah,
to
I
me.
just own it.
And now I've become this over like the last month.
Yeah. But to get back to the explanation of like what a VTuber is, so you have people who voice these, digital virtual 2D characters, and there's usually lore. There's usually, again though, after like the first year that they've been around,
Yeah, 'cause,
things get a
like-
little smudgy.
Fuck the lore.
Yeah, fuck the lore.
Yeah.
And most of the clips I've seen, like not one mention of the lore. I had to find out
No.
there was lore.
Yeah, that's it. Like Gura used to be all about the lore, and now it just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's now sort of an in joke.
Yeah,
More than actual lore.
exactly. And they stream on YouTube or Twitch, depending on like I think
What the stuff.
yeah, Hololive is predominantly like one of the biggest ones in the market. They predominantly stream on YouTube. I think Niji Sanji, the other one, is also YouTube, and then you have like most of the independents tend to stream on Twitch, because Twitch is kind of the big one for independent people at this point in time.
It's got a structure around that.
So yeah, that's I guess a very bad explanation of what a VTuber is.
We tried our best.
We tried our best. It's a hard one to explain if you've never seen what a VTuber is. Like, I think you need to see.
I've
Have you?
seen very short clips of someone playing Minecraft and accidentally killing a pig. I think.
That does not narrow
No.
it
That
down.
doesn't narrow it down.
But
the
it was like
slightest.
a viral clip, and it was just some anime girl.
Again,
you
do you know
Yeah.
how little that narrows it
No,
down?
I
Can you
know.
describe the anime girl?
No,
Was she speaking English or Japanese?
I think Japanese.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't pinpoint that down.
Is it the clip where someone said, killed the hoe?
Maybe, I don't even know.
Because if that was, that would have been someone streaming with Pikami. Because killed the hoe is a phrase from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but because they didn't know what it means, they just said it.
They just kept saying it.
And the other person fucking lost their mind because they spoke English, and they're like, I'm sorry, what?
I think I've seen this clip.
Yeah.
It's like the best way to describe, I think, if you have never seen it, is just imagine a stream, but instead of a human being,
Yeah.
it's a virtual character.
It's a virtual character, yeah.
Yeah, that's
They're-
the layout I
Yeah,
would say
yeah.
it usually has.
To go into like the sort of technical side of it, it's someone sitting in front of like a phone with like face tracking and mapped to an on-screen character
Yeah.
that moves with them, I guess is
Which is fascinating technology to
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
I remember when it first came out, holy shit. And now, with the growth of technology, we're like, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've kind of tested it to see what it's like, because you can go onto like Steam and there's like an app where you can like download on your PC and get like free models and stuff, and you can download an app to your phone that like hooks it up, and it was just to kind of see how it all worked with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And I'll be honest, I mean, it's probably not the app and the tech that they're using, but I was like, this is fucking terrible.
Okay, cool.
They're probably using more professional equipment, but I do know that they predominantly use like phones to
Yeah.
capture the face, at least, because they have the best motion tracking
Yeah.
on the market. Like, you're not going to spend like a lot of money on a
Fancy
webcam
ass,
that does
yeah.
it.
Nah. It's not economical.
No. So yeah, that's VTubers. What else is there?
What's the, I don't understand the appeal. Like, if it's just a fun person,
Have you ever watched like and kind of got into other streamers?
well, my sister used to stream.
Again,
That's
like,
not what we mean.
I asked.
No.
Okay, I guess if you've never been interested in like a streamer, then like it's kind of hard to explain, but it isn't really any different from just like watching a normal person.
Yeah, because like I've got like YouTubers who like stream a lot, and like I get the appeal of just watching them like play and stuff. It's basically like let's plays.
Yeah, I don't tend to watch like game streams, but I'll watch like chat streams and stuff like that because I'm not really there for like the games or anything like that. I'm kind of there for the personality of anyone in particular.
Only just been getting into chat streams because of the fucking VTubers. So,
the Zatsus.
Yeah.
Because is it like, would you put them equal, like normal streamers, VTubers? Like it's weird to describe the appeal. Imagine the same person, but in one stream it's just them, their face, and the other times a VTuber. Would you feel a bigger appeal to the VTuber over
No, I mean, and if we take it in the context of the one that I know, the one that I know the identity of, that was a weird thing to try and word.
I could see you trying to not say the name.
No, it wasn't trying to say the name. It was like trying to figure out which words went where in the sentence.
sentence structure? Am I right?
Yeah. So the one whose identity that I know, I'd equally watch. Either.
Like, I understand it if it's just for personality's sake, and it's like, because I first, when I like heard about it, I thought, oh, it's just a privacy thing, which I get. Yeah, 100%.
In some respects,
in a way, yeah.
I also think it, at least if we're talking in the independent side, privacy is probably the biggest thing. When it comes to the corporate version of it, like Hololive and Niji Sanji and stuff like that, I'd say it's more. It's not easy, but you can come in and you know you're going to have a platform and you're going to have a steady job with it.
Yeah.
So you have to go through a rigorous audition, much like the idol industry.
Yeah.
But if you get through and you are putting in a grind still, so I'm not trying to make it sound like they're not putting in that work.
Like it's not easy.
Yeah, but you're guaranteed to come in and at least have an audience, and you're guaranteed to at least have stability and a job and stuff that you can do. So
which is way better than like a lot of streamers. A lot of streamers.
Yes.
And
so
even like just YouTubers.
Yeah. So a lot of the people who end up becoming Hololive VTubers or Niji Sanji VTubers have probably previously had some experience. They might not have been massive, but they'll have some previous experience because they do take that into account. They do look at that, and
it's a job.
Yeah, you need to be able to offer something entertaining. So, it's people who are already predisposed to being entertaining people. So I don't think it really makes a difference whether they're a VTuber or not. It's kind of. I started losing my point halfway through.
yeah. But you found it again.
Yeah, you got there. Because I think if you have like motion sensors for your face, when I'm doing something, like I'm no gamer.
You don't do the gaming.
Don't think I have a very expressive face, but you need to. I feel like overly express.
No, I don't think you need to.
No?
I mean, the facial capture's fairly good, but also you'll have a thing. Now again, I
think you're about to talk
I'm
about
making
what I
an
think you're about
educated guess here in that you probably have a Stream Deck, which is a bit of kit that you'll have sitting somewhere. There's a bunch of different buttons you can press in it, and they're hotkeys essentially, so shortcuts. And if you're wanting to show some emotion in particular that face tracking is not really going to pick up on, you can press a button and you'll have like
I remember like a good video I saw that sort of like emphasizes that is when funnily enough when Jaden Animations, because she's got like a VTuber model.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, have you not seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
She's got like a VTuber model that like she uses now, and like she was testing it out, and she was like, I got a whole lot of buttons here for like emotions. I can make myself look angry. I can make myself blush.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we're just
like
searching
going and like changing.
Oh, that's not what I expected. I'll be honest.
No.
Yeah, same.
I expected her like video self.
Yeah,
same.
Exactly. Like she has a character, let's say.
Yeah.
Already, but it's quite
sort
different.
Like that, but it's very.
It's like inspired.
I can already see some of the lore right on screen. Like, I don't. This is the thing. Like, it's something I've been considering, like, at least attempting in the sense of, I'd rather do that than be presentable on camera.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, do I need to build lore? Do I need to? Because I've not come across any VTuber who's
just using it as like a sort of mask thing.
yeah,
basically.
like there's always lore. There's always
It's always
some,
like a character.
they're
there.
always a character. They're always something in terms of like, you know, like an animal human or
The closest I think I can get to just a normal guy using it as like a mask is in the fucking Tomska like in Friends like video. It's like Eddie uses it as like, in, like a challenge or whatever. To, like,
yeah.
The joke was that he was gonna play like Minecraft like as long as possible, or whatever, with it.
Yeah.
Before people started noticing he's just a random VTuber.
Yeah.
And it was funny, but like he didn't go in with any lore or like
No,
any character.
no.
I mean, he put on a voice.
I mean,
but
he
that's
had
about
lore
it.
in the sense that he had accidentally turned on the VTuber mode, which is, you know, not a thing, but still.
Yeah, but that's funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's not really like professional though.
No.
But from a privacy point of view, I totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, I wouldn't gravitate towards it because I'm not as familiar with it. I'm not into streamers in general.
I think in some instances I'm slightly confused by the decision because Amanda Lee, who's a voice actress, singer, she's been around on YouTube for a long time, done anime covers and stuff. Now an actual like voice actress. She's in the most recent One Piece film. She has a VTuber model, and it's like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, sure.
And then there's lore, and I'm like, wait, hold on, but
You're
streaming on,
We know
and you're
who
posting
you
on
are.
your own Twitter. We know who you are. Why is there lore? What?
I don't know.
Like, is
yeah.
it just a requirement to use the model?
That's what I'm not 100% sure on. I'm like, what? Do I need it to do it? Because I'm not.
Just make the most bullshit lore.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
Like, what do I come up with? Because at some point, I'm gonna stop caring about my own lore.
Yeah. I mean, most VTubers turn into that. So,
Yeah,
you know,
but I also feel like at some point the lore becomes like
a
the joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like Callie is still the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
Even though it makes
No sense.
She's also father, but that's not the point.
I love the clip where she's like doing like a karaoke stream with her mum, and one of the super chats, I guess, which is like you can
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
tip and stuff like that, was like, have you ever told your mum why everyone calls you dad? And I was like, oh, I feel so bad for her right now.
Yeah.
She's like, so you know, in like a manga, and I'm like, oh, you're going with total bullshit. Okay.
Okay, cool. You're just making
Yeah.
shit up.
I was like, I do not envy that position right there of having to explain why the fuck you have the nickname Dad.
I mean, that is amazing.
That's great.
I want my nickname to be Dad. Just Dad.
I mean, it's in the sense of like, she is sort of the dad of the group in a way.
Yeah, she is.
Because you have Kiara, who's the mum.
Because I saw I'm not sure if this is the origin clip. I'm still like, I'm not entirely.
I'll be
sure.
honest, I'm not sure what the origin of it is either.
Okay, thank God. I thought I was like missing out on a big joke, but like
No, I came back and suddenly her nickname was Dad, and I'm like,
Okay.
it
I
makes
saw,
sense.
I saw like a clip where like, do you ever feel like the mom of the group? And she was like, no, if anything, I feel more like the dad of the group.
That might actually be where it comes from.
Yeah. So now she's just the dad.
The dad. I also think like some of it comes down to like group dynamics as well.
Oh yeah, for
Sure,
sure.
absolutely.
Like a lot of like I know kind of like, because I took a big break from watching it and kind of came back, I'll be honest, when I was a bit depressed.
What? You turned to VTubers?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a comfort thing.
Yeah, I mean, I get
yeah, no,
that.
I
like,
get it.
I
Yeah.
have like YouTubers all like
And
turn to.
I don't think we've talked about it on the podcast. Actually, I think the episode got cut, but you know why I was
Yeah.
depressed.
yeah.
So I kind of found myself erring back to that.
Oh, because
Okay.
you were into it before.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
kind
He
of
was into it
Yeah,
before.
okay, no, then I get it.
I flow in and out. Like I've been following Ian
It's
since.
because of him that I found out what a VTuber was.
Yeah, I've been following EN since they debuted back in 2020.
I remember
And
you
I-
like sharing those like clips back in like
Yeah.
late 2020.
And like I've been following some VTubers before that since like maybe 2019, 2018. But I remember the genesis of VTubers as well, because it was like a character called Kizna Ai, which was like 2016 with like the beginning of the tech there.
Yeah,
And it was like
yeah.
a kind of tech test, and then
Very early.
they kind of rather than doing what they do now when someone moves on from that character, they like graduate them, which is like an
Yeah.
idol thing again. They just replaced Kizna Ai's voice like a couple of times, so I think we're on like the third one now.
Jeez.
So yeah, that's a bit of an anachronism within the space. What was my point?
What was your point?
What the fuck was I talking about?
It's a comfort thing.
Oh, like I
Comfort,
remember the
yeah.
beginning and like I didn't really watch them until EN debuted because a lot of them were Japanese.
Oh, yeah.
And so you would have to rely on translated clips. And as someone who's not got like fantastic knowledge of Japanese, even I could see that some of them were fucking wrong.
Okay, cool. This is why I don't really go towards like the Japanese like clips. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's like because they're just Japanese and I can't understand them and like it's not the same, but like
You're relying on someone else to tell you that what they've said right.
yeah,
Yeah.
And it's not like there's official translations.
it doesn't feel genuine.
No.
No, I get that. Yeah.
So it wasn't until EN that debuted that I kind of came in. That's the thing. I've just realized. EN, JP, you kind of refer to them depending on that side, and you just shorthand it. So
They're
there
all
you go.
Hololive. or,
All
like-
all Hololive. So I stick within the Hololive sphere more than anything else. Yeah. Again, what the fuck were we talking about? I don't remember what my point was here.
dipping in and out.
Dipping in and out.
'cause
Yeah.
I can see coming because when I'm feeling down in the dumps or I'm having a bad day, I like to go back to things that I consumed when I was in a better place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
You know,
like,
memories of happier times.
exactly. And just rewatch the same thing
Well,
Yeah,
over
I've
and
watched
over and
so
over.
to go into something completely different. I've watched like my favorite like Let's Play channel, which is now just defunct.
Yeah.
There have been many times where I'll just go back on like highlight vids or whatever, or just watch like
Yeah.
Let's Plays again when I was like in a happier place, and just laugh at the same jokes again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's comforting.
Yeah, like I do that with certain YouTubers, but like when I came back to the VTuber sphere, like things had developed and
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah.
You know, like
Father.
I think 2020. I think it was like 2021 that I dropped off because I think the second gen of Hollow EN characters had like characters.
Because there's generations of characters.
Yes, that's
Oh my
another
God.
thing. So
I mean,
you,
that's like K-pop industry.
yeah, like
generation.
each group that's
Yeah.
introduced is like a new generation.
makes sense.
And they'll all have like a theme. So like Hollow EN Gen 1 is myth. So you have Kiara who's a phoenix, Callie who's death, Grim Reaper. Ami is a time traveling Watson.
Detective. Yeah, she's like. God, this is weird to explain. She's the sister of.
I can't remember.
I want to say sister.
I think sister of
It's Enola Holmes,
yeah,
but Watson
but Watson's
and good.
she's actually a good character though.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
she's actually fun.
Um,
But she time travels.
yeah. Then you have Gura, who's a shark from Atlantis.
Love
best-
that.
Yeah,
Love
the best
that.
one. She's the best one.
no, Callie's the best one. And then you have there's 5, and who am I missing?
Fauna.
No. She's
she-
council.
Okay.
Gura.
Which is something else.
Yeah, I'll get to that. Don't worry. So there's Gura, Ami, Kiara, Callie. No, is there only 4 in?
I can't. I don't know as much. Like even now, I'm only just getting into it still. So
You're a newbie.
I'm a newbie.
Yeah.
It's mostly Gura.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm
Let's
just gonna
see.
double
Oh, is
check.
it Crony?
No, again,
Okay.
council. No, so there's 4
Oh,
in.
I feel like I've seen these. Maybe you guys sent a clip or
I don't
something.
think
and
I've sent
that's-
clips in our WhatsApp group.
No.
I definitely haven't because I've been trying to.
No.
Oh, Ina! I
Ina,
forgot Ina,
okay.
who is an eldritch abomination.
Oh,
But
cool.
she
looks
claims
like
she's
it.
human.
Yeah, cool. Because I recognize a detective girl from something.
That's Ami.
yeah,
that's Amy,
yeah,
yeah.
I thought so.
I think some of her clips went viral.
Could be that I just scrolled through them then.
Yeah.
Is Amy zooming girl? She's zooming.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd be zooming.
Because I remember you sending me clips of her like a lot, like a.
She was
Like
originally my
2020?
favorite when they debuted.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Callie was painfully awkward at the beginning.
Yeah, but that's I love awkward like Callie.
Oh, I love how awkward Callie now because she's so confident almost all the rest of the time.
Yeah.
And
This,
then
like, it sounds so much K-poppy. And like legit, it's look. J-pop's to say I'm just not familiar with the world at all.
so you have Hollow Myth, which is Gen 1, so the 5 that I've just listed, and then you have Gen 2, which is Council, which has Ceres Fauna, Orocrony. So these are like incarnations of like different concepts that
Yeah.
make up the world. So you have Fauna as nature,
Yeah.
Crony's time, Mumi is civilization, Bay is chaos.
Civilization.
Yeah, it doesn't make any fucking sense
No.
to me
Mumi.
either. Yes.
Doom Girl.
Yes. And then you have Sana, who was space, but she graduated. She was only around for about a year.
Oh, okay. Bay.
Bay is Australian, and so was Sana.
Oh, cool.
Bay is.
BRB. Okay, that's fair enough.
she's dense as a brick.
Oh, she is unbelievably zoomer. She
Love
didn't
that.
know what a PlayStation 1 was. She didn't know what.
She didn't know
Mario was a plumber.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She didn't know Mario had lore at all.
Yeah.
I was just a guy.
She didn't
Just
know
a
what
guy.
the GameCube was.
Someone pointed out
Oh
like
my
he's
God,
a
I
plumber.
feel
That's
old.
why he goes down like all the pipes. And she had a moment of
Yeah.
No fucking way, dude.
What was the one I sent you the other night? Oh, she didn't know that you needed Wi-Fi to download books on like a Kindle. She's like, why does it need Wi-Fi? You just download the books, and it's like, but you
Yeah.
just said it.
I
Yes.
was literally screaming, "Bay, Bay!"
And then what was the other one? Oh, shit. I sent it to you. It was like
Doesn't know the iPad is a tablet.
the iPad is a tablet. She was like,
didn't
oh, I
know.
don't have a tablet, because someone mentioned, oh, you don't need a Kindle if you've got a tablet.
Yeah.
can get
You
the
just
app.
download the app. And she's
Yeah.
like, I don't have a tablet. I only have an iPad.
I was like, that's it. That.
And then someone was like, an iPad is a tablet. She's like, oh, I didn't know that.
You just smacked that fucking can.
It brings me so much. She didn't know who Panic at the Disco were.
Like, I know the guy, but if you ask me any of the other names, I won't know it, but
No.
she
Like,
just never heard of them.
No.
No, like
my
I
God.
only know the name Panic at the Disco. I don't know anything
You
else.
would
but
know
at
I
least
write
the...
sins, not tragedies.
Ah, okay. I don't know.
You
I
wouldn't
know
the
that fucking name though.
No. But you would know how does it go again?
Oh.
No, I mean my point is I know the name Panic at the Disco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is what
You'll
we're
probably
getting.
know a couple of their songs.
I
as
probably
well.
will. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny because like a couple of them have like a podcast type thing.
Yeah.
Which is Bay, Iris, who is a bit of a weird one. She's kind of like debuted in between
Yeah. I heard that.
Myth and Council, so she's kind of on her own. But because Sana graduated, she's kind of been adopted into
Oh,
Council.
yeah.
It's a little weird.
Everyone still loves her.
Yeah, she's
Aw.
again dense as a fucking brick.
Love that though.
But like they were,
This is how it starts for you.
yeah. So they were
I
like
should get into this shit.
they were talking about like music on one of the episodes, and Callie, who I guess shares like a similar background in music taste to me, was talking about like Panic at the Disco, and Iris was like, oh, I know them, and Bay just kind of kept silent, and then she brought up My Chemical Romance, and Iris was clueless, so was Bay, and Callie went through like 4, 5, 6 different songs. Welcome to the Black Parade, Teenagers, Famous Last Words, Helena, bunch of different stuff.
And it just
Nothing.
Wow.
Jesus.
I was like, what?
Girl.
How have you never heard Welcome to the Black Parade?
That's the one where I'm like, you must have
Yeah.
at some point.
It's either Welcome to the Black Parade or Teenagers
Yeah.
or I'm Not Okay. Like, those three are fucking iconic.
Yeah.
No,
Hey.
nothing. Iris didn't know them either.
Iris.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So that was painful. That was, like, legitimately brought me pain.
Are they like 15?
I genuinely don't know. Like,
I'm always assuming they're at least like 18. Obviously,
yeah,
but-
Iris, I'm assuming, is like maybe in her 20s, probably roughly
Yeah.
around the age.
I mean, I imagine Callie's in her 20s.
Callie, I know Callie's exact age, and I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, we don't say that here.
No.
Let's just say she's born the year before or the same year as I was.
Okay, that's kind of what I was imagining.
Yeah, I think Iris has got to be around the same time.
Mm.
Bay, I'm assuming, is like
Younger.
when she debuted, must have been freshly 18.
Oh yeah, you can feel that.
Yeah, because she is just, oh my god.
Dense as a brick. Love her.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
Yep.
I kind of understand it. It's not for me because I just don't like streams. Or,
I would say I
Stuff for
watch
that
like a lot of the
matter.
streams, unless it's something specific. Like
I haven't
the Uno
watched
games are always fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I haven't watched many of like the full streams. It's almost always just clips. But
Yeah.
I say that because of my hyperfixation. I've been watching Callie's Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, I
Stream.
fucking knew you would say that. I
get
think
it.
in terms of full streams, it's either like Uno or Monopoly, depending on the grouping.
Or that
Oh, yeah.
that what was it? the cowboys.
Oh, that was because of the
roleplay.
clips, though.
Oh, yeah,
Like, I
but-
saw the clips. They played a TT RPG called Gun, which is like set in the Wild West.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
It is hilarious. Even just to explain some of them wouldn't do justice to the bullshit that happened there. Like them finding horses, and then
Okay, so,
they,
like-
they run into the owner of the ranch. and
One
they're
of the
trying to,
characters is like a
priest,
a very violent
a
priest.
very violent priest,
and there's Crony, who we saw like earlier. Her
Yeah.
character is a little boy.
who has the ability to kill anyone.
But
Like
the downside
with no role, no like nothing. Like
She can just
if
kill.
she decides to kill someone, they're dead.
Oh, cool.
But the downside is she gets massive trauma,
So you know,
which
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like the character's like 10.
yeah, exactly. So they find like a ranch and they're trying to get horses, and so they're talking to the guy who owns it, and his Vesper, who's just like in this case the most fucking
He's
normal
just a
person, is like trying to like say, oh, you know, maybe I'll sell you my gun.
Yeah.
I always took that as like he was vainly threatening him.
Yeah, it's like kind of showing him his gun, like,
Yeah.
you know, I might sell you this for the
You know,
horses.
it's a very powerful gun I got.
and
right here.
and Magni, who plays the psychotic priest, just walks behind him and fucking shoots him in the back of the head.
Jesus.
Yeah, like he just goes, I shoot him in the head. And then they spend like the rest of that clip getting the horses while also being like, what's Crony's character called again? Billy?
Chris.
They're like
Billy's the rancher.
Oh, okay. Like they're talking to like Chris, and they're just like, nothing happened here. It's all cool. Don't look. Don't
Yeah,
look
because they
child."
blind her before they
Yeah.
they like flashbang her, so they don't traumatize her.
Because they don't want the trauma.
No.
And then they name the horse after the guy they've just slain.
Respect.
Yeah,
Respect.
Because Callie's like, so what are you naming the horses? And Magni's just like, Billy. And Vesper's like, you're one fucked up man.
I don't want to say, like, did that end well for the horse?
I mean, I
Probably
think
not.
they have to get on a train. So I think once they get on the train, they just kind of
Leave the horse at
dump the horse. Yeah.
Cool.
I want to say, by the way, throughout all this, Callie is just the DM. Just
Yeah.
like trying to react to all of this.
Yeah, she has to like come up with shit on the fly. As Crony's like, they go into, they're trying to like find clothes in the train to like enter like a fancy carriage.
Yeah.
And there's a dog in the like compartment with all the clothes and stuff, like all the luggage and stuff. And it starts barking, and Crony's like, can I kill it? And Callie's like, no.
No, we're not
Even the
gonna be doing that.
even the psychopathic priest is like, you are not fucking doing that.
She's like, well, I get traumatized if I kill the dog. And Callie's like, I'll make fucking sure you are.
It's especially funny because with that whole thing, like knowing like Crony, she's the most like quick to violence
Yes.
of all of them.
Yeah. She was just waiting that whole time. But that group there, Callie, Vesper, Magni, and Crony have become like the
They are
funniest grouping for
such
me.
a great group.
Like,
Because they're the ones that also did like the Uno like
Yeah.
games, and like it is majestic.
so for some sort of lore here, and just in terms of like the relationships
Yeah.
rather than any actual like storytelling or whatever,
They don't give a shit.
Crony and Vesper, like, obviously for like a laugh, don't get along.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Like,
they
I'm
hate
sure
each
they're
other.
great friends, like
Yeah.
IRL, but like
Like there was a whole stream where he done like therapy for Crony, and she fucking broke him. Just trying to explain her subway habits. But so they were playing Uno, and for the last game they were gonna pair up with like Callie and Vesper and Magni and Crony. But something fucked up when they started the game, and
okay.
Crony and Vesper ended up together, and he was like, I'm gonna throw the fucking match. I'm gonna throw the match.
The other thing I want to like state is Crony always wins.
Crony always wins.
She is
Wow.
She has not lost a game of Uno. She has not lost a game of Monopoly. She hasn't
Jesus.
lost. What was? There was another one. That
there was
she
another
played.
one.
Sudoku.
Cards Against Humanity.
But she's never lost. And
She's the fucking goddess of luck.
yeah,
That should have been a fucking character.
and like it descended to the point where she was just threatening to kill Vesper if he didn't play certain cards.
Wasn't the thing where like he had to like lose or something, otherwise like.
If he won, he would play League of Legends.
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
was his own punishment for himself. If he won,
Yeah, because he
would
knew
play
he was
League
on
of Legends.
because he knew he was going to lose to Crony. So it was like, if I actually win this, that's the challenge.
yeah. We've just started talking about like we're not even explaining VTubers anymore. We're just talking about
No.
funny shit.
We knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We knew. I don't know if you knew.
I expected.
Do you have any other questions?
No.
No.
It's okay,
How
cool.
long are we on for?
I don't
Before
know.
we go on a 2-hour rant on VTubers.
Oh, just over an hour. So I
You-
think we've reached a point. where
You
we
gotta
can-
know, by the way, we're going to be watching a lot of VTuber clips on like our lunch break.
Oh,
now.
Yeah.
fuck. That's fine. They sound fun. Because, like, I always kind of saw it as, like, a niche thing. But if you look at it, like, it's
Yeah,
just... It's like, yeah, we have streamer groups that are doing
Yeah.
stuff together all the time.
It's funny because I
the
always find
same.
streamer groups being a bit cringe.
Yeah, I get that.
Because they're young.
Yeah.
Their
It weirdly
audience is-
feels
yeah.
more fake.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Because I think when you have your own face on camera, you're more likely to be a character. And when you have just a character, that's all you
Yeah.
got.
Yeah, exactly. Because when it's just like yourself, you want to like act yourself up
Yeah.
to seem more entertaining. Whereas if you've got like just a character,
Yeah.
that's all the funnies right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I will not be getting into it, but
I wouldn't be surprised if you tripped and fell down into this rabbit hole with us.
I didn't think you would, but
could.
the way this episode has gone made me think maybe.
Yeah.
Wait
Don't
until
have
your
the fucking
recommend.
time.
Wait until your recommends get swamped.
Yeah.
That's
fuck.
basically what I did to this guy.
Yeah.
I just sent him
I
enough
mean-
that eventually the algorithm went, oh, we
I
should...
mean-
Some more. Give him some more.
At a certain point, I did it to myself.
yeah.
Yeah. You gotta be willing. If you're just not willing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Doesn't
I
have-
if I really didn't want to, I would
Yeah.
have purged them all.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I let this happen.
you definitely did.
You saw the little gremlin Gura and that was it.
Fucking shark girl.
It's weird that... I mean, at the same time, it makes perfect sense that she's your favourite and then like mine are like Crony and
Yeah.
Callie who are like, I'd say like sophisticated in a
More
sense. Of, like,
mature.
more mature, yeah.
You're a boy.
One of Gura's most like famous scenes is just her giving the middle finger
Yeah.
to like everyone in the room.
She debuted by just going, wait, what?
Oh, where is it? Where is it?
What one are we on?
There we go.
Yes. So she debuted. Her intro played, the music was playing.
Yeah, yeah.
Our first ever stream.
Yep. She comes on screen, 30-second silence, and then
Her
just,
her mouth opens.
Yeah, her mouth opens, and then just
That's how I would want to do it.
yeah. And that's how she appeared.
yeah.
Yep.
I think she was the first to debut out of all of them as well.
Yeah, because like there's that video of gas, but it's just Gura.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
she was like the first sort of English one to really like take off.
Yeah, but I think even in like, because they debuted all in like the same day,
Okay.
I think she was the first in the sequence.
Okay.
Because I think I watched Ami's, and I think I watched some of Callie's, and at that time I was like,
You're awkward.
Callie's not for me.
And now look at you.
Yeah. But it's getting to see their true selves. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know,
Watching them, develop
Yeah.
their skill and personality. Yeah.
It's interesting.
yeah. So this has been an interesting fucking episode.
We didn't go
Sure
into
has.
this expecting VTubers.
No.
No.
We really should.
It makes sense that this comes up on Anime Lane, though. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
I
better
think it
than
makes sense.
putting it on Napcast.
100%.
And it's good because you're totally like
Out of
alien
it.
to this.
Yeah,
so
fully out of it.
you have tons of questions that, we
Yeah.
may not have answers to. but
Yeah, I'll try and answer. He can. He's more helpful with answers. 'cause
Yeah.
he's been here
Yeah.
longer than
Some
me.
of it's so just ingrained that it's like someone asks you a question, you're like, oh, yeah, I've
or
just
I don't know.
accepted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah. Again, I also think it feeds into like my, in some cases, Japanese knowledge as well. You
I
get
can
loads of
imagine
words
that,
from
yeah.
just them. They either randomly dive into Japanese, and you're like, I'm sorry, what? I wasn't paying
Pardon?
attention.
What
Why are you
the
talking?
fuck?
about
Yeah, yeah.
language? Or there's like loads of like just terms within the community that's like just
Yeah.
Japanese, and you're like, what does that even fucking mean?
Yeah.
Like a Zatsudan is just like a
Yeah.
casual
Yeah.
chat, and it's like they just call their streams that when they're casually chatting. I'm like, why? You're English.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, come back next time for more Oshinoko.
Bye.
Bye.